Hey guys, what's up? Daniel here with darkgadgets.com. Today we're doing a quick video of what I have in my bag for CES 2014. Now these are the main products that I'm going to be using throughout the show floor to make any content that you guys see on the YouTube channel, on the website, or any other source. So let's do a quick rundown of all the products here. First off, we have Google Glass. I'll be using this to just take a bunch of random clips throughout the event and then compiling them all at the end to make a CES 2014 through glass video, which hopefully comes out as good as the RTX one that I did last year. I have a 12,000 milliamp hour battery from Anchor, which you can shake, and it tells you how much battery you have left. And this should be enough to get me through the day, but I also have a few other backups that just have about 2,000 and 6,000 milliamps, just in case. I have this Field Notes book, which is just a bunch of blank pages to take some notes at any of the keynotes or something like that. I have this little adapter which goes onto the tripod and onto any phone, and this is mainly as a backup just in case my camera were to die or anything like that and I need to record something and stabilize it, and I'll use my phone, which can record some decent video. I also have the Olo clip for some Instagram pictures or videos, or for Vine, just to add some effect to them. We have the Toshiba Camvio 1TB drive for the MacBook Pro Retina, and this is where I'll have all the backups of all the clips I take just in case, and I'll work off this drive so that I can have a bunch of data in here without cluttering the space on the MacBook. I have the Zoom H1 for audio, which is what I'm using to record right now, and here we have a lavalier mic. I'll also be using the Rode Video Mic Pro for audio, and I'm thinking about it, of plugging in the Rode Video mic into the Zoom H1. And I'll test out to see what gives better quality, if it's just a Zoom H1 for some things or just a Rode Video mic, but it's really all depends on the occasion. I have this little adapter here so I can put this on top of my camera and connect the Video Mic Pro and the Zoom H1, and also maybe mount this LED light, which gives up a bunch of light for the price, just in case there's not enough lighting at one of the events, although I doubt I'll need to use that, but we'll see. I also have a little packet here which has a few macro lenses, which I have one on this lens right here, and these will just help me get closer to the subject, and because these lenses don't let you really get that close to the subject. And talking about lenses, I have the 50mm f1.8, which is really cheap and it's really good in low light, but it's a little bit too zoomed in for interviews and things like that, and that's why I have the 40mm in case I want a nice bokeh in the background and then a person or a product, and this one's a little bit more zoomed out. I'll also be using the 18 through 55mm lens that I'm using to record this right now. It's the kit lens that came with Canon. And let's move on. I have a few backup batteries, which are just cheapo backup batteries for the T3i. These are from Amazon. They're okay. They have about half the battery of a real Canon one, but they're about a tenth of the price, so I was good with that. We have some business cards from the folks over at Moo, and I've been buying these for a while now. They're really good quality, and they just look very nice, and those are very important for connections and things like that. We have the Manfrotto 561 BHDV1, which comes with a fluid head. Now, this is a monopod, and it's an awesome monopod at that, because it works kind of like a tripod. It has these 3 legs at the bottom, and we can stand this right there, and then it has a little ball joint down there, which allows you to smoothly move the tripod and get some nice shots of things, and you can also pan by turning the whole thing, and you can also use a fluid head to get some nice movements there too. Now the fluid head goes up and down, and then you can actually turn the whole thing to do that, but you can switch out the fluid head for one that can also pan. But this is great. It's super tall. It can go over 6 feet. Sorry about that. And it's just really cool monopod. And I know a lot of people use this. Last year at South by Southwest, I saw The Verge using this, and they were they were sporting it real nice, so I decided to get it this year to try it out. And it can also stand by itself, which is great for interviews or anything like that, so you can just kind of stay there and not touch it so that it doesn't shake. If someone accidentally bumps into it, it will fall if you bump into it hard enough, but hopefully people are cautious and don't bump into it. We'll see depending on the situation. Let's go ahead and close this right here. It's just very simple to close the legs. It's a very nice looking monopod at that too. I have all the links to all the products down below in the description, and all of this I got it on Amazon, except for that lens I got it at Best Buy. So yeah, we also have a few cables, and of course I'm taking a bunch of chargers and everything as well, but these are just some small cables, a charge card, and this cable I found on Amazon, which is pretty neat. It has a magnetic thing right here, and it's a lightning cable, and it's just a short cable, so I can use that to connect it to the laptop in case I ever need to without having a super long cable. But yeah, now one of the main components here is this bag. So let's put this right here on top of everything, and let's focus that in. Hopefully that's focused. But yeah, so we have a compartment here in the back for the laptop. I have this sleeve that I made a video on last time, and we have a bunch of velcros and stuff that it comes with for the lenses, and we have two levels right here for the both lenses. The small lenses, you can fit the camera right on top of here, and then you can also fit all the mics and everything here that you see fits in here one way or another. I've got it to fit, which is great. This is a really big bag, and it wasn't cheap, and it's not really the best quality, but it was the best I could find for what I was looking for. I wanted one that was a shoulder bag, mainly for not for privacy, but for security reasons, because if you have a backpack and you're filming something, or you're very focused into something, someone could go in the bag and behind you, and I know it's unlikely to happen, but it's always better to make sure it doesn't happen, and they could steal something. So this one allows me, if I'm waiting in line or something like that, I can just put it by my side and know that no one's touching it or anything, or put it in front of me, and when I know I am in a safe environment, I'll put it behind me and whatnot. But it gives you a lot more versatility when pulling out lenses and switching things and putting things in and things like that. We have a little pocket right here in the front, which just has a few other compartments here, very cheapo-like compartments, nothing special, just sleeves to put things in. I mean, it's really just a bag. There's nothing special about this. But that was the best I could find. I couldn't find anything else. And there's another sleeve back here to put stuff in case you want to. And then we have two mesh pockets, one right here and one on the other side. So it's just a simple bag. It's comfortable. It has a padded shoulder pad right there. So it's a pretty solid bag, and it does get pretty heavy when everything's in it, but since in the show floor I'm gonna have the camera on the tripod with the lenses and everything, it'll take off some weight off of here. But yeah, I am also using the Retina MacBook Pro, as I mentioned before. This is gonna be my main thing for editing any sort of thing and doing all that sort, because it's so small and it fits perfectly in the bag, and it weighs as like just a little bit more than a MacBook Air, but it's so powerful and it renders the videos pretty quickly. So it's just, I love it. It's just great. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I have a couple other things, but those aren't worth mentioning really. If you have any questions about any of these products, feel free to message me on Twitter or on the website on the contact page, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I will see you guys in Vegas in a few days.